Hello and welcome back to another video on Forza Horizon 5 news and updates. This time around we are covering Series 36, which is Horizon Cars and Coffee. As always, a lot of the screenshots you will see have been taken straight from the Horizon 5 stream or the Horizon 5 Let's Go stream. And we will start off with probably the coolest addition to the game yet. You know that roundabout to the rest of the end of the massive motorway? We are finally getting that thing put to use because that will now house the Horizon Cars and Coffee, well, little coffee shop. It looks a bit like this, and to be honest, I think it looks very, very cool indeed. And underneath the middle of that bright pink blue container, and of course directly under the coffee cup, will be a little bit of a photography studio where you can go and park your cars and take as many photos as you so wish. Which to me sounds very, very good indeed, and as we go to the start of the series, you can even see in the right hand side a little glimpse at that little photo area, which for me being a photographer in real life is going to make playing this game a lot more fun. But what makes this fun already is the fact that our first series reward will be the Aston Martin Vanquish Zagato from 2017. I'm looking forward to that being back in the game because that was a blast back in Forza Horizon 4. And speaking of cars being a blast from previous games, we have got the Ferrari Dino coming back for 40 points in summer of Series 36. Now, your rare exclusive 20-point card this season will be the last ever Lamborghini Aventador from 2021. It's got a lot of interesting history, and we're going to uncover it all on the video when that car releases. And speaking of things releasing in that same week, you can also go ahead and get yourself this, the little Horizon coffee cup. Doesn't it look cool? Well, to be fair, if you got a cold coffee, then I feel very sorry for you. Although for autumn, also known as the storm season in Series 36, we are getting the Porsche Emori 356C coming back as our 40 points hard to find car, and our exclusive this time around for 20 points will be the Volkswagen SP2 from 1976, which was a Brazil-only vehicle. But if we look at this little clip here, or this little square rather, you'll see it's got a rather interesting set of upgrades, especially a rear tyre over the back window, which to me indicates that this thing could be a potentially really good rally car indeed. And going from rally cars to road cars, in winter, also known as the dry season in Series 36, we are getting two very nice ones indeed. We are getting the 2022 Subaru BRZ back once again, so you've now got a second chance to go ahead and pick that up for yourself. And the exclusive car for 20 points is the Mazda MX-5 RFND. It is a kind of a, I guess, a really wordy title, but it is a interesting roadster version of the ND that we have in the game already, but instead of it being a soft top, this one is also a hard top. And in case you're wondering, yes, this car has a fully working convertible roof. And going on to that, we've also got some insane customization, because in the stream they showed this thing in, you could add a Rocket Bunny wide body kit to this car alongside the Rocket Bunny rear wing, and I believe the APR Performance wing as well. Feel like you need a coffee after that one? Don't worry, so do I, because the collectible in that week is also going to be this tiny little coffee cup right here, which will be dotted throughout the map. All you've got to do is smash into one of these things, and hopefully you don't get coffee plastered all over that shiny new paint. And speaking of things that are shiny and new, that does not apply to either of the cars that we get in spring, also known as the hot season, because for 40 points, the Lancia 037 Stradale is coming back as a hard to find car, but our exclusive this week will be the Volkswagen Thing. No, really, that's the actual official name of it, the Volkswagen Thing from 1973 for just 20 points. It starts out in D-Class, but I'm sure there's going to be people that are going to make that thing a leaderboards monster. I'm looking at two very specific people, DJS and DJ Customs. Good luck. And also, if you're intrigued and a little bit of a collector like I am, then these next bits are going to be for you, because we are getting not one, but two custom new badges all related to the series, which should be very interesting indeed. One of which I believe is for owning the Aston Martin Zagato, and also the other one is for owning all of the cars that are new throughout this next series. However, if that doesn't interest you and you'd rather spend some time making some cool things over in the Horizon Event Lab, a lot like the wonderful people over at the Forza Creators Guild, then this is for you, because we are also getting a whole bunch of new props especially designed for the Cars and Coffee series, namely the coffee cups, the little menu board, I believe there's also some cool little flags and the barriers as well. And then we get to quite possibly the best bit of the entire series, and then for me, I never thought I'd say this, but it's the car pack. Yep, you heard me right, because these wonderful vehicles, that hopefully you should see on screen at the moment, are the Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution, the little Autozam, which is a tiny little K car and honestly does look very cool indeed, and also the Nissan Stager are going to be in the JDM Jules car pack, which is probably released by the time you've seen this video. And in case you're wondering and asking yourself one very specific important question, yes, you can go ahead and swap on the front of the Skyline R34 onto the Nissan Stager, and if I get my hands on that car pack, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. And in case you're wondering, the answer to that is yes, I'm doing that conversion and I am drifting everything. So this series starts tomorrow, which will be on a Thursday, but the series afterwards is going to be very, very interesting indeed, which is High Performance Dailies starting on August 15th in 2024. It features new cars, new collectibles, new race routes, and also new event lab props. Now, I don't know what any of the new cars are going to be, but go ahead and feel free to put your predictions down in the comment section, and let's see if they're right by the next Horizon series updates video. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you found this helpful and has given you a good little look at what we're getting coming up. Again, a series starting just tomorrow. In the meantime, feel free to go ahead and leave a like, feel free to share it as well, and leave a comment. I love to read them, and I try to apply to as many as I possibly can. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Seg out. See ya. Will we ever get the Vauxhall Amiga?